Women with disability globally, not just in developing context, face double discrimination, and that is due to the fact, first, being girls and women, which we know that are still fighting for equality in access and enjoyment of life, but disability comes in as an additional barrier which puts them at additional challenges to equal access services and enjoy being women in community as active members. For example, in our programs in Leonard, Cheshire, we work a lot to support girls with disabilities to access education, and many of them, due to minor disability, they are left at home with no education just because the community doesn't give them that right to enjoy as equal learners. We work across the globe, so we work across Africa and Asia. And unfortunately, the situation of disability in those countries is not so much different for girls and women with disabilities specifically. It may change a little bit in terms of level of access, but in reality, we can't take one country and say it stands out. There are some good practices when it comes to primary education, but when it comes to other levels of advancement of learning and work, it's still an issue for many girls and women with disabilities globally. The importance of bridging the gap as a program is, first, it interlinks the understanding and the learning from national level and brings it up to global level. So when it comes to issues around girls and women with disabilities, bridging the gaps looks at different levels of policies. It looks at education, it looks at employment, it looks at social protection and data and disability. So when considering gender and making sure that policymakers, development actors, disability organizations are understanding the importance of mainstreaming gender in all this work, then we can guarantee a transformative change on those countries, but more also globally about what does that mean in practice. Societies need to reconsider the way it's looking into disability and specifically to its members, female members with disabilities. Many cultures and families believe having a daughter and a sister with a disability is still something that is not positively encountered, and that's why they tend to hide them. They are less keen to involve them, to invest in supporting them being active in the community, and that's why the stigma and discrimination against women and girls with disabilities needs to change first, and that's why there has to be massive awareness and changing of attitudes towards disability and gender in a way to be really changing for individuals with disabilities, specifically the females.
This video was produced with the financial support of the European Union. Its contents are the sole responsibility of Bridging the Gap and do not necessarily reflect the views of the European Union.